Today on X-Play, Kung Fu, and nudity in SciGirls. And something gets lost in translation in Mobile Suit Gundam Encounters in Space.
Whose rectum is that?
Did he say rectum? It's game time. Please welcome the hosts that stay crunchy in milk, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Yep, some of them are soggy.
We're crunchy.
Welcome to X-Play.
On today's show, we have Mobile Suit Gundam. Yes, giant robots piloted by anime teens in space.
And a wave riding game for fans of aquatic fun.
And we have a racing game with licensed cars that actually show damage.
Plus, the re-release of a survival horror classic from the Dreamcast. Now, how has it held up after all these years?
But we kick things off with something the fanboys really seem to enjoy. Scantily clad women. It's all you, Adam.
Thank you, Morgan. Konami's new game, SciGirls, is based on a line of attractive anatomically exaggerated action figures. There's a busty thief and a busty ninja. And, just watch this review.
In a dark future world, the only hope in the struggle against an evil, faceless corporation is a reject from a shampoo commercial. Oh, and a hot ninja chick. Because nothing says futuristic stealth action like a hot ninja chick raiding a feudal Japanese mansion. Meet Ice and Asaka, stars of SciGirls. They don't mind the fanboys leering at them. Really.
We are nothing but puppets anyway. They use us up and throw us away.
SciGirls gets its name from the character's ability to dive into cyberspace to retrieve files nobody can get from the outside.
And not even the best hacker in the world can get in from outside.
Didn't I just say that?
I'll make sure to charge them plenty for this.
And yes, if you play this game, you'll pay too. To get to cyberspace access points, you have to negotiate dozens of bland corporate hallways, filled with dozens of bland corporate guards and cute robotic vacuum cleaners. Which, taken by itself, would be mildly amusing. Ice is a crack shot, and Asaka has some kick-ass finishing moves. But wait, there's more. You also get lots and lots of annoying puzzles.
It didn't do anything, huh?
Okay, well, then let's run over here and try this switch. Okay, now we're in business. And here's where the game comes to a screeching halt. Over and over.
You remember the control room on the way here. Go back there and operate the shutter.
In what can best be described as completely ass-backwards level design, you are forced to backtrack huge distances over and over to find some random switch or another.
Piece of junk!
Yeah, our thoughts exactly. But when you finally do find the advanced computer terminal hidden in the feudal Japanese mansion, you get a few minutes of the best this game has to offer. The cyberspace levels are a welcome change, giving you all sorts of neat cyber superpowers to play with. But they are very short, and then you're back to the bland corporate hallways to hack your way through a few more guards. Really, really smart guards. Hey, you never know what's gonna jump out of that corner. And what's with all the robotic vacuum cleaners? It's kinda sad when the best product placement your game can get is the Roomba.
Let's not be any more stupid than we already have been, alright?
Time to wrap things up, so we're just gonna hit one more switch puzzle and let loose a 2 out of 5.
In an interview with Play magazine, the costume designer for SciGirls said, and I quote, "When a female character's level of skin exposure is high, users will tend to view that character as stupid."
So Ice must be dumb as a bag of hammers.
But hey, who's to say that a highly intelligent and technologically proficient super spy can't have her bosom hanging out when she's kicking ass? I mean, aside from the basic laws of gravity, I mean.
Darn puritanical laws of gravity.
Right.
Ooh.
Well, anyway, if you aren't into cleavage, maybe you're into giant robots in space. It's based on the long-running Mobile Suit Gundam, and it's got a title I love to say. Here's our review of Mobile Suit Gundam Encounters in Space.
Space. Amuro, let's do it.
Mobile Suit Gundam has been around for about 1 billion years. There are 80,000 different storylines, plot arcs, characters, and giant robots to memorize.
Use the camel and the swammel to get the Trojan horse.
So, if you don't have a PhD in Gundamology, Mobile Suit Gundam Encounters in Space is going to be confusing.
A battle in North America ends the life of Garma Zabi, a son of the ruling Zabi family. Later on in Asia, guerrilla warfare expert Ramba Ra leads the Zeon forces.
Oh good, it's the opening cutscene and I'm already completely friggin' lost. Let's just say that big robots carrying guns, swords, and shields turned out to be the best implements of war the Japanese could think of.
Through the fates of war, the Federation ship is crewed and operated by civilian youths.
Oh yeah, and they're all piloted by children. Joy. The single-player campaigns followed the events during and after the 1-Year War. You don't know what the 1-Year War is? It doesn't matter. It's giant robots fighting each other.
Whose Rickdom is that?
I don't know, dude. You take control of a mobile suit and fly linear missions. Sometimes you'll be whizzing through space taking down targets. This on-rails part of the game plays a little bit like Panzer Dragoon Orta, except not as good. Most of the time, you're given complete control of your mobile suit as you square off against a bunch of enemies. Basically, you just shoot and dodge. Or whack things with a lightsaber and dodge. The shooting part is easy. Too easy, actually, thanks to a targeting system that makes aiming pointless. You could be surrounded by enemies, and your targeting computer will cheerfully zero in on some guy picking his nose halfway across the galaxy.
Take that!
You can turn auto-aim off, but that would mean you have to steer your mobile suit yourself. And you don't want to do that because the controls suck.
Are you coming?
You also have a secondary weapon that has all the power of an intergalactic pea shooter.
I can't stay depressed for the rest of my life.
Way to look on the bright side, kid. At least during some of the more harrowing battles later in the game, you're accompanied by cheesy J-pop. That's always a plus. Good stuff, isn't it? Mobile Suit Gundam Encounters in Space is a mediocre action title coasting on the popularity of the Gundam franchise. It gets a 2 out of 5. Okay, so the game sucks, but here's some explosions for you.
There!
That is one catchy bit of J-pop. Yes, my sweetest.
Hey, let's save it for the single. Okay, Gundam is a game with more explosions than naked ladies. Now, do the SciGirl developers know about this?
Well, I hope not. Well, at least they aren't giant robots with metal cleavage in space. No one wants to see an Autobot with a rack.
Boobies in disguise.
Yeah. Coming up, wave riding in Carve. Yep, that's the real title.
What on earth could you and your grandma be talking about for 3 minutes?
Is your family's wireless plan costing you a fortune? Take your number to T-Mobile, where families talk free.
Now families talk free. 2 lines, just $49.99.
T-Mobile, get more.
If someone wrote a book about your life, would anyone want to read it? Navy, accelerate your life.
One new car out-accelerated, out-handled, and outperformed the competition. Now you can feel it for yourself. Pontiac introduces the new 2004 Grand Prix and the 24-hour road test. Spend the entire day, and you'll understand why the new Grand Prix with Comp G is the best performing car in its class. The new 2004 Grand Prix. Fuel for the soul.
Douglas Baker has always been reasonably happy with his choice of hairstyle. But recently, Douglas switched to Progressive Auto Insurance. And if they can shake things up by creating an easier way to shop for car insurance, then perhaps he too should step up to the plate.
At Progressive, we're doing things to make shopping for car insurance easier. Visit Progressive.com, where you can see how we stack up against our competitors. You can compare prices and over 20 other facts and figures. You can even customize your policy, so you know you're getting the right amount of coverage at a great price. For over 65 years, we've been changing the way people think about car insurance. See for yourself at Progressive.com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
Way to go, Douglas. Way to go. Think easier. Think Progressive. Visit Progressive.com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
Dear X-Play, how can I play games and watch a fantastic show at the same time? Signed, All Thumbs and Thackeray.
Well, Thumbell, we've made it so easy, even Adam can do it.
Play Tech TV's Hyperactive. It's the game you play online while you're watching X-Play. Answer trivia questions, chat, win cool prizes, and more. To play, log on to techtv.com/hyperactive during X-Play Monday through Friday nights at 11 Eastern, 10 Central.
Watch and win. Play Tech TV's Hyperactive, only on Tech TV.
Two hosts to rule them all, and in the darkness bind them. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
That sounds sinister and bondagey.
Yeah.
Welcome back to X-Play.
In our never-ending quest to bring you every extreme sports title the gaming industry has to offer, we once again find ourselves reviewing a wave riding game.
Oh, it's one of the first wave riding games since the unfortunately titled Splashdown, Rides Gone Wild. And this one also has a sad title. Here's our review of Carve.
The world needs another jet ski simulation like it needs another hole in the head. And then enters Carve.
Okay, so this is X-Play, right? So you're expecting me to make some silly pun about the name Carve, like I'm gonna carve a turkey with this game, or I'm gonna carve my initials into Adam's forehead. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna do it.
Morgan?
Yes, Adam?
You already did.
Oh, right. Well, back to the review.
Okay, the action in Carve simply revolves around outpacing opponents and placing as the top-ranked contestant in competitive events.
You'll make your craziest man proud.
First off, if you're out for an immediate thrill, stick to the quick start or arcade mode. But tournament is where the meat of the experience lies. This is where you'll get right down to the crucial business at hand, unlocking tricks and tracks. Before hitting the surf, though, you'll have to choose a team and alter ego from 4 groups. The Venta are whizzes at pulling off stunts. The Tsunami are the speediest, Para Riders have the strongest defense, and the Inferno are the most effective at ramming. Although every driver is ranked on speed, blocking, and tricks, you won't notice a lot of changes in how a character handles. A bleach blonde white guy in shades? Aggressive African American chick? A lot of originality went into these people. While courses aren't exceptionally large, they do have character. Gunning it through icy caverns, shipwrecked oil tankers, and city canals is definitely fun. Plus, you need to carve around obstacles such as the narrow pathways and destructible crates. Yes, crates. What the hell are crates doing floating in the water? What is this, Jersey's new waterfowl? Successfully doing tricks off ramps or during brief moments of grace awards you speed boosts, known as rush bonuses. Now, there is some strategy to the experience. Whether you're avoiding foes' wakes, which slow craft down, or skirting around colored buoys, which deduct from the lap timer, you'll soon realize Carve isn't just a mindless exercise in throttle revving. While the game does have a few aces up its sleeve, like Xbox Live support, this is largely a pedestrian offering in an already tired genre. But given the $20 price tag, there's much worse in the bargain bin. X-Play gives Carve a slightly soaked 3 out of 5.
Well, at least it's cheap.
Well, cheap is good, but you know what's better?
What?
Visiting our website, techtv.com/xplay.
Wow, we really have no shame when it comes to plugging ourselves.
That's right. Ladies, I'm a winner.
Up next, keeping it simple in Toca Race Driver 2.
Want a laptop that can unclutter your life? Unwire, with a wireless laptop powered by Intel Centrino mobile technology.
There is no escape. Critics are calling The Suffering the scariest video game ever. Maxim gives it 4 stars. And IGN says it's a great game. The Suffering. Out now on PlayStation 2 and Xbox. Rated mature.
Time. It's always against you. Especially when you want to be on vacation. Just go to Hertz.com and sign up for Hertz #1 Club with Express Service. It's free. You'll spend less time at the counter. Get special discounts, too. At Hertz, we know exactly how you feel. So we have exactly what you need.
Who would have thought that a 4-inch tube could emit 7,000 watts of light? Or that you could get the data of 7 billion stars onto a 4-inch disc? Who would have thought that you could get the power of a V6 with the fuel efficiency of a 4? We did. Introducing the GMC Canyon, the only mid-size pickup to offer the Vortec i5 engine. Who would have thought? Professional-grade engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to.
We can rebuild him. Better, stronger, faster. AOL 9.0 with top speed technology built in. For web surfing up to 5 times faster than with standard dial-up. Call 1-800-TOP-SPEED.
My name's David Abreu. As a firefighter, I'm able to give something back to the city every single day. But these streets aren't the only ones that need protecting. That's why when I'm not wearing this uniform, I'm a soldier in the U.S. Army Reserve.
Find out how David protects his city and his country as a civil affairs specialist in the U.S. Army Reserve. Only at GoArmy.com.
Because you're too lazy to change the channel. It's Adam Setzler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
We are back with a sequel to 2002's Pro Race Driver.
Except the sequel is called Toca Race Driver 2. It's a European thing.
So is being stinky. Anyway, they changed the name, but that's not the important part. The important part is that it has licensed cars that show damage and it affects performance.
Yes, after playing game after game where you can drive a Mustang into a wall or off a cliff with nary a scratch, it's nice to see a game where you can totally destroy real cars, and it feels good.
Oh, so good. Here's your preview of Toca Race Driver 2. Left, right, accelerate, the basics, check. So, do you remember last year's Race Driver? Huh? Nonetheless, Codemasters is back with the sequel anyway.
You want to change a gear? Hit the white button.
This time, however, Toca Race Driver 2 has a real chance at leaving a lasting impression on the minds of race car loving gamers. I'm out of control! I'm out of control again! There are easily just as many different types of races as there are games that emulate them. And in an effort to please, well, pretty much everybody, Codemasters is going to jam as many different kinds of races and cars as they can into just one game. Set to be anything but forgettable, Toca Race Driver 2 is a significant step up from its predecessor, sporting a hefty 31 separate championships, a wide array of racing events, 35 cars, and 48 tracks. This is far from a lightweight racer.
What was that? What exactly was that?
You'll play an up-and-coming race driver with a very opinionated coach and skilled team of mechanics.
Here's where we are now, and here's where we want to be.
Before and after each race, you'll be treated to cinematic advice and performance commentary to let you know exactly how well you're doing and what you need to improve on.
Right now, my friend, you have got potential, but that's about it.
Although career modes are common in racing games, an actual storyline is certainly unusual and should give the game a nice distinction.
Thanks for the drink, Scotty.
Are you always this annoying, or is this a treat?
The new game promises an awful lot of vehicles to jet around in, but more importantly, while the physics ride the usual line between simulation and arcade, for once, smashing your car up actually makes a difference with performance.
Careful, son. You won't get away with crashes like that.
Not only is it hard to navigate with a cracked windshield, but banging your car up will affect handling and power and eventually stop you dead.
Jeez, that's no driving, son. That's vandalism.
Toss in the ability to compete online via the Xbox Live, and you have all the elements for one sweet little racer. And we were able to play a little game I like to call Bring the Race to a Crawl or None Shall Pass. None shall pass. None shall pass. Definitely shaping up to be a contender on the Xbox. Toca Race Driver 2 should hit stores very soon. Now, this game does have one of the most detailed story modes we've seen in a racing title, so it'll be interesting to see how that portion of the game winds up when it comes out.
Yes, look for a full review of Toca when it comes out.
Until then, prepare yourself, because after the break, we have the re-release of a survival horror classic.
It was scary back in the day, but then again, E.T. was scary when I was little. Now he sort of looks like a short, naked guy with a pot belly and a fondness for Reese's Pieces.
No, that's pretty scary. What?
Jamming up, putting the fun back into the Oedipus complex.
Mr. Shatner, please have a seat. We have to let you go.
But I'm the voice of Priceline.
But now it's the new Priceline.
What's new about it?
You can actually choose your flights, times, even airlines from a selection of very low fares.
Or you can still name your own price and save even more.
But who could possibly replace me?
Hi, guys. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Leonard. The new Priceline. Now there's a choice.
Gateway'd like to reintroduce you to the home computer. It's our 310T desktop, and right now you can take one home for just $499.99. With the Intel Pentium 4 processor, it's got enough power for the whole family, along with a big screen and plenty of hard drive space. Or you can bring home a fast new notebook with a mobile Intel Pentium 4 processor M. They start at just $899.99. So call Gateway today and get a home computer with enough power for everyone.
If you have great credit, shouldn't you be treated like you do? At eLoan, you are. With a home equity line from eLoan, we process your loan differently. From application to instant decision to appraisal, we do it online. That costs less, so you get a great rate, and we'll even come to you for signing. You get your cash fast in as few as 12 days. You've worked hard for your great credit. The difference is, at eLoan, you're rewarded for it. Apply now at eLoan.com or call 1-800-ELOAN22.
Tuesdays on Tech TV. At 8:30, hot products and cool gadgets. Check out Fresh Gear.
We got our hands on one, and we are giving you a sneak peek.
Then at 9, ordinary people with amazing ideas. Watch Invent This.
If people have to live in boxes, somebody should at least invent a better box.
And at 9:30, what happens when your body is pushed to the limits? Watch Body Hits. It all starts Tuesday night at 8:30, 7:30 Central on Tech TV. Weeknights at 9 on Tech TV. Amazing discoveries.
It's very, very hard to describe that feeling of discovery.
Extraordinary people.
Living life as a cyborg.
And things you never knew were true.
There is supposed to be a cover-up. It's official policy.
Weeknights at 9 on Tech TV. Inspiring stories, compelling drama, and exciting new shows. See it all. Every weeknight at 9, only on Tech TV.
Can I get some music, please?
Haven't seen Unscrewed lately? Take a look at what you're missing.
I'm like a Greek god, an Adonis.
Do you think the aliens from outer space wear a lot of doodads on their hats?
No.
This is awkward.
Unscrewed. Weeknights at 11:30, 10:30 Central. Only on Tech TV.
The #1 cause of eye strain on cable. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
That means you're watching. Ha. Welcome back to X-Play.
Think back all the way back to the year 2000. Bill Clinton was still president, the Thong Song was a huge hit, and Resident Evil Code Veronica was a success on the Dreamcast.
I asked the Dreamcast, it's like an old girlfriend you broke up with a long time ago, but you still think of them fondly until you pay those legal fees.
Anyway, in the year 2000, Code Veronica looked fine.
We were all like, dude, check out these sweet graphics and ignore that crappy camera.
Yeah, 4 years later, the game is being re-released on the GameCube, and, well, we might have been wearing beer goggles.
Big beer goggles. Here's a review of Resident Evil Code Veronica X for the GameCube. enter an odious realm where evil is always in residence. A horrible world of corporate cannibalism. A place where you'll be chewed more than your mother's Salisbury steak. Where bodily fluid will flow more liberally than A1 on flavorless meatloaf. Enter the aging game space of Resident Evil Code Veronica X, where everything is as it was and nothing has been made current at all. Umbrella up, game fans. It's raining guano as Veronica X plods from a GameCube near you in all its year 2000 original release splendor. It's moaning zombies ahoy as you navigate the endless archipelagos of dimly lit dread, killing and collecting on the road to salvation. In the year 2000, this game had a creepy charm, as evil perverted innocence and mangled corpses leapt at you from the shadows. In 2004, fear is replaced with brain-clearing frustration as you flip the switch on some gizmo, only to realize you're missing the butternut squash of destiny necessary to spring someone from a locked room or door. This means backtracking through a bazillion doors, ladders, and giant worm obstacles to get back to that damn thing you forgot in order to continue. Walking and running mechanics are also made faithfully frustrating as you move, stick, and press buttons wildly trying to target the wandering legion-covered skin suits that block your path. Of course, if you're packing enough heat, none of that will really concern you much. As you immerse yourself in the drama of the storyline, you'll discover Claire Redfield has to deal with this whimpering post-puber.
I can't!
And this sadistic fun guy with a wicked sense of humor.
You don't fool me!
All clothed in the fruity sweetness of a Days of Our Lives melody line. Welcome to the Days of Our Deceased, brought to you by your friends at Lime Away Corpse Cleanser. Cut, stop the game, I want to get off. Awkward controls, sleepy puzzles, aggravating targeting, and endless backtracking. What's to love here, folks? Especially for the less than reissue price tag of $39.99. For those of you this game gave that creepy feeling to all the way back in 2000, you can have that nostalgia back again. For us, its expiration date is long past. We give it a 1 out of 5. Yep, that's a unique dramatic twist. This game looks older than the zombies in it.
You know, they totally remade the first Resident Evil for the GameCube, and it looked great. But they couldn't be bothered to spruce up Code Veronica, which is arguably the best installment in the series. Okay.
Okay, normally at this point we'd open up some sort of angry or scathing viewer mail, but we've had enough horror today.
So instead, we're opening something nice that one of the fans sent to Adam.
A fan sent me something? Have we checked it for explosives or powder or
No.
knives?
No. Today's viewer mail is from Jonathan. He writes, "Hello, Mr. Sessler. My name is Jonathan D. Gordon. I'm one of the nation's top artists. I did this portrait of you a while ago. The chance to create the image of my favorite TV host with a video game spin was just too good to pass up." Isn't that nice?
That is nice.
So then he sent you this. It's you as Sam Fisher. I like the night goggle look on you. It's very rugged.
No, I look like rugged and cool. I mean, I have this look on my face like I could kill you in the shadows all silent, but I'm going to sit here in the corner and preen because saving the world isn't that important to me.
Yeah, well, apparently you're wearing brown contacts because Adam sort of has blue eyes, but...
I don't really have blue eyes. Well, they're brown.
Yes,
anyway, it's
you do.
very kind. You're the first fan to send me a flattering portrait, and it's by one of the nation's top artists. So
That's
thank you
very
very much.
impressive.
You don't know how actually happy that makes me.
If you'd like to send Adam some fan art of your own, visit our website, techtv.com/xplay, and send him some nice things, please. He likes to be tall and rugged.
And yeah, make me feel better. Tall. I want a couple of muscles.
Yeah.
And women draping off of me, like it was like a
Now we're just
members
getting a
only
little
jacket.
ridiculous, Adam.
Or maybe like a sweater tied around
We're
my
hitting his
neck.
fantasy
All
world.
right. Anyway, go to our website. Also, sign up for a newsletter there.
Yes, and we have an archive of feature segments, like, of course, Naked Ride-In.
Anime porn.
And we even have cheat codes.
Plus, we have some outtakes. If you liked our Lifeline review, the voice-activated game that had me screaming at my PlayStation 2, we've got a whole lot of extra gameplay from that. It's entertaining if you like to watch me suffer.
It actually is absolutely hysterical, and I do like to watch Adam suffer. So go to our website, techtv.com/xplay. Till then,
Doodle
keep
me
gaming.
something. Just scribble me a happy
Good night.
Coming up tonight,
She showed a little nip on her website and got nabbed by the fuzz. Why do cops have such a hard-on for Melissa Harrington? Plus, now that Martha Stewart's going to the pokey, America needs a new white icon. Lucky for us, this guy is up to the challenge. And our Girl Gone Wired boasts a website with extreme footage of non-nude variety. That's what I'm talking about. Me, extreme non-nude. Hey everyone, I'm Laura Swisher, and you are watching Unscrewed.
Unscrewed. That's right.
And here he is, a man who claims to have invented internet's bastard cousin, Odornet. It's Martin Sargent.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Laura, thank you very much. I love that shot of you at the beginning of the hips, but we had to put the wide-angle lens on for that, you know?
Can we blur it? Does this have to be blurred out?
Oh,
that's out? I don't know.
Oh, that's clever. Where'd you learn that? Actually, it's not Odornet, it was Otternet, bringing together the buyers and sellers of the playful otter.
That's a winning idea.
It is. I mean, the fur trade is how this country started. It wasn't the gold. It wasn't internet. Though Odornet is a wonderful idea. You know, they got that new email now where you can send people smells, which has got to be like the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, I've read about that.
It's just going to be people selling each other emails with turds attached all day long. You know, that's all email is going to be from now on. It's people like, this will be funny.
I sit next to people with smells. I don't need anyone to email me. It's just like, dude.
Exactly. Yeah, you do sit next. We gotta talk to that guy. We gotta send that guy to HR. Anyway, let's move on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Unscrewed, the only show about internet culture that offers free pony rides for the kids. I'm the Carney Barker who lured you into this shifty big top, Martin Sargent. So get this. The other night, I had an epiphany. I realized internet can be used to meet people and befriend people with whom you never otherwise cross paths. And I made this discovery after I ended up on the website cannibalcorpse.net. I was looking around. I was looking for some new music to add to my wildly illegal MP3 collection, so I go over there. And for those of you who don't know, Cannibal Corpse is a death metal rock band that's into, well, you know, cannibalism. And at first I was a little creeped out. I mean, you know, what kind of nut wants to sing a song about eating people meat? But then the darndest thing happened. I was in the forum portion of the site, and I came across this picture right here. I mean, look, I realized